I'm just so happy to be like coming back home. How do I can't even show you. I'm gonna do a round of beta readers. What is this about? Pretty good haul. Hi, I'm starting a vlog in my car, so obviously that means that I'm going somewhere. I apologize in advance for the lighting and the sound quality currently. I'll try to keep this short and sweet. So if you're new here, hi, my name is Diane. I work in film and television as an on-set props person, but I'm also an indie author. I have one book out currently. It's a little poetry collection called In the Interest of Letting Go. Links for that down below if you want to check it out. And yeah, I make videos about my life and my writing process and all that stuff here on YouTube, and you're watching one of them, so subscribe if you like the vibe. Okay, so today is Saturday, June 29th. I'm actually filming this vlog before my update video, which would have already gone up on my channel. You would have already seen it. If you haven't, I'll have that linked somewhere. So I'm sure you're already all caught up on everything that's happened between the last time I vlogged and that video and now. But basically, I have finished work. I finished shooting. We finished shooting yesterday. I think I still have another week or two left of work, but the shooting part of work is done, and I'm very, very grateful for that. Today I'm heading out. It's actually a lot later than I had intended, and it's like so gloomy and rainy. The mood is a little low this morning, but I'm so excited about this weekend because I'm heading to Kingston, which if you've been with me for any amount of time, I feel like I've mentioned Kingston many, many times. I've gone there before for a solo little writing retreat thing. But today I'm going to meet two of my friends, Jesse and Allie, and we are gonna have like a little mini writing retreat weekend in Kingston. I'm still so exhausted in so many ways, like in every sense of the word, I'm exhausted, but I'm also so excited. So I was actually technically supposed to go up with them yesterday. It was supposed to be Friday, Saturday, and then we'd come home Sunday, but extended work, like shooting for an extra week. That's why I'm going up today, a day late. But yeah, we're just gonna do like a little mini girls weekend writing retreat thing. I'm gonna go meet them at a Panera, so I'm heading that way. I have about 2 hours left in this road trip. So yeah, even though I am super exhausted, I am also I feel like this, even though it's only gonna be like a day and a half that I'm hanging out with them, I feel like it's gonna be so re-energizing, so rejuvenating, especially for my like creative well. I cannot wait. I can't wait to see them. I can't wait to hang out, and I can't wait to start working on Ben again. I'm pretty sure I would have mentioned in the update that I have finished my read-through. So I finished my read-through yesterday, actually. And honestly, I feel really good. There's still a lot of work that I need to do, but not like a crazy amount. You know, like there's definitely things that I need to tweak, but I'm excited about it. Like I'm so excited about the work that I need to do to finish up this like developmental phase. Like I think after this, so here's my plan. I'm gonna finish this 5th draft. I'm gonna start draft 5 July 1st, and then I'm gonna do a round of beta readers because I do want to have that experience of working with beta readers. I think I want to do that going forward with my books instead of getting a developmental editor, although depending on the book I might hire a developmental editor again. But I think getting beta readers is the way to go for sure. So after draft 5, I do want to do a round of beta readers. I want to send it out. I'm going to offer it up to my critique partners if any of them are able and willing to read Ben again, especially because they've read a previous draft. It'd be great to see what their thoughts are on how things have developed and changed in these drafts. So I'll open it up to them first, but I will be looking for beta readers. I think no more than 5, but I'd love to open it up to my community here, and obviously to my patrons. My patrons will also be getting first dibs on beta reading for me, so we'll see. Then yeah, based on their feedback, I'll do any final tweaks, and then I'll be moving on to the line editing and copy editing phase, and I'm so excited. Oh my god. I think honestly the line editing phase is going to be my favorite part. It's going to be my favorite part because I really like tweaking things, the style of things, the word choice, like all that. Like I love making that nice, you know, making everything shine, making everything sound good, luscious, delicious, you know. So that's what's going on. I am just driving. I'm going to be driving for the next hour and 52 minutes. When I first left my apartment this morning, my ETA was 1:33. My current ETA is now 2:20 p.m. Yeah, I have about 2 hours left in this road trip. I'm just gonna listen to music, maybe do a little bit of an audiobook. We'll see. Oh, what I'm gonna be working on this weekend. So as I mentioned, I finished the read-through, and basically I have a little to-do list, but I'm basically just gonna do like some quick prep for draft 5, rejigging my outline and like confirming my timeline with things. I think I'm going to be changing a couple little things, and I'm just going to be like getting my Scrivener file prepared, like importing everything that I need, tweaking any of the character profiles based on the changes that I've made. And I think that's it. I think there might be like 1 or 2 other little things on my list. I'll see. But I think it's going to be like a pretty quick turnaround as far as like the Draft 5 prep, because I do want to start July 1st. I feel good, and I feel like Draft 5 isn't going to take a crazy amount of time. And now that I'm going to be off work for the foreseeable future, again, after, I think my last day is July 12th. Yeah, I think now, because I'm going to be basically unemployed, I'm going to have so much more time back, although I will be getting ready to go on vacation for a few weeks, and I'm still like settling in. I'm going to be settling into my apartment for a long time. But even with all that stuff, I think I'm going to be able to get through this next draft pretty quick. This might be my quickest draft, which makes sense because it's kind of, as the drafts are going, I'm making fewer major changes, obviously, because I'm hopefully making the story better, and I'm getting there. I think I'm getting there, okay? So I do think this is going to be my quickest draft, but yeah, we'll see.
There's a 14-minute slowdown on Ontario 401 in 8 kilometers. You're still on the fastest route.
Do the roads back up, touch you like I do. Too late, now I'm in this bitch.
I always get my heart broke like I needed to practice. All I could think of was you.
You know how to blow, I know your hairstyle. I wanna do the right thing to you. Working 9 to 5, I think about him every day.
I hope this pain just passing through, but I doubt it.
Please, please, please. Come and get this ball. I already know better. 24K got nothing on me. Make you want it forever. Try to play a game, but you don't play for keeps. Messing with a girl from the east side, yeah. Kinda love you, wanna build your dreams on, yeah. But I already know better. I'm a go-getter and I got me, I'm good. I'm head over shoes on hardwood. For me, you know I wrote the book. I'm moving along from somebody wrong, so go ahead, tell me all the ways you miss it. How you want me back in your bed, but I'm not around for hearing you out. I gave you too much honestly, and you closed the door.
Today's breakfast, I'm having a chocolate croissant. I'm also having scrambled eggs, which probably came from powder. Got some fruit and some seasoned potatoes. It's a good day.
It's a sunny day in California.
Spoiler alert.
But you don't play for keeps. Messing with a girl from the east side, yeah. Kinda love you, wanna build your dreams on, yeah. But I already know better. I'm a go-getter and I got me on my own, and I don't waste any time chasing a ghost who don't try. I'm top of the shelf, but you help yourself to somebody else.
Okay, so we are back home. It is Monday, July 1st. It's about 2 p.m. right now. Yeah, 1:56. I am so tired. I'm just so exhausted. And there's a lot that I want to do, but I feel a little bit paralyzed with exhaustion. And I've kind of mostly just been sitting here for a while. But I do want to get moving a little bit today. So really quick to recap the weekend that I had. As you saw, I went to Kingston and I met up with my friends Jessie and Allie. It was lovely. I always have such a good time with them. Like, I just love them. And like sometimes like it amazes me that like I have friends. It amazes me that like I have people in my life who want to hang out with me and invite me to little writing retreats and stuff and just enjoy me as a human, and that's lovely and I'm so grateful. Anyway, we had a lovely time, or I shouldn't speak for them. I had a lovely time. I ended up buying myself a book, which I'm kind of excited about. I opened it up to a random page and it kind of resonated with me, so I decided to get it. Yeah, and then I drove home and I got ready to go out and celebrate a very special human in my life whose birthday it was, and yeah, now I'm here. I'm going to show you the book that I got as well as other books that I've gotten recently. One thing of what, like, look at this. I've probably had this for like 2 weeks now. This is 10 books for $10. There was like this street festival thing, and one of the bookshops had these going on, and so I was gifted this, and I'm excited to see what these books are. I feel like most of them are just gonna be so like obscure, like just random books. I can't wait. So we're gonna unbox this. But I also wanted to show you, so I guess oh my gosh, okay, a lot of noise. I guess I'll show you the book that I got, the most recent book that I got, which is The Pivot Year. It's by Brianna Weist. I believe she's also the writer of a book that I read earlier this year called The Mountain Is You. I liked that book. I think there were some good insights in that book. I didn't realize that it was the same author. Allie is the one who pointed it out to me. Yeah, while I was in the bookstore, I just kind of flipped to a random page, and it resonated with me. So it says 365 days to become the person you truly want to be. The Pivot Year is a book of 365 daily meditations on finding the courage to become who you've always wanted to be. I'm excited for this. Then I have this set of books, which I'm so excited about. These are all kind of in the same vein, so I'll just show you really quick, but oh my god, these bring me back. Okay. Goosebumps. I had this book when I was a kid. It's one of those like pick your own adventures. So like you know, depending on what you choose, you turn to like a certain page. I remember loving this book. Couldn't tell you what happens in it, but I remember loving it. This one is Diary of a Mad Mummy. Then I got another kind of choose your adventure one, Trapped in Batwing Hall. And these are in such good condition. I also feel like I had this one. This one I still think I have at my parents' house somewhere. I know it's in a bin somewhere. This one is called Why I'm Afraid of Bees. And I feel like I remember having this one too, but I don't know. I don't know that I still have it. And then the last one is I Live in Your Basement. My goal, and I didn't realize this was a goal until I saw these books, but I've decided that one of my goals is to collect all of the Goosebumps books, as many as I possibly can. Like used. I want to buy them all used as much as possible because I just love used books in general, but a used Goosebumps book, the energy. So I got these. I'm very excited to add these to my collection. This book I'm very excited about because I've recently discovered that I love birds. You know, I've always liked birds, but like in recent years, it's really struck me how much I like birds. Like I just love birds so much. Maybe it stems from my love of dinosaurs. I don't know, but I love birds, okay? I love when I see them, especially when I see like a different bird. I'm like, ooh, what kind of bird is that? And I just get very excited about it, okay? There was this bird that was hanging around where our studio is, and I don't know why, but I loved it. I loved it so much, and I really wanted to know. So for weeks I was like, what kind of bird is that? I was trying to figure out what kind of bird it was. I finally got a good picture of it. It's a northern mockingbird. I don't know if all phones do this, but on my iPhone, when you take a picture of something, sometimes the little like info icon will glow, and it'll tell you what it is. So that's what identified that that's what it was, because I got a good picture of it. Anyway, I've just been loving birds. I've been loving birds, and I want to be able to like see a bird in like any situation and be like, oh, that's a red-winged blackbird. Oh, that's a red-tailed warbler, or like what, you know, whatever. The who's a what's it. I want to be able to like just know birds. Anyway, long story short, I was gifted this. Birds of North America. And like it's so cool. Like how do I can't even show you. Like look. Oh my god, it's got so many different birds. And like aren't birds like look at it. It's so cool. Like look at all the slight variations of like all these birds. Like look at these woodpeckers. Oh my gosh. I love. And apparently this was originally a gift to John Bates, and now it's mine. Okay, now for the really fun part. I'm so excited. There are 10, but all these books were $1. So even if they're like a book that I will never read, how fun. Okay, I'm gonna try to get through this really quick because I feel like this vlog's gonna be long. So first book is, this book is so cool. Are you kidding me? I love this. Freud, The Interpretation of Dreams. I love this. It says Freud's most revolutionary work. If any work in our century can be said to have revolutionized the patterns of modern thought and scientific inquiry, it is this work. Unquestionably a classic of scientific literature. Of the interpretation of dreams, Freud himself wrote, it contains the most valuable of all the discoveries it has been my good fortune to make. Oh my god. Oh, and it smells so good. How are you going to top that? Oh my gosh. Salinger, as in JD, as in Catcher in the Rye. So it says, few living American writers enjoy more exuberant and widespread acclaim than J.D. Salinger. This is the more remarkable since he has published but one novel, the celebrated Catcher in the Rye, and several enormously successful short story collections. Here then is the man and his work, examined objectively from every angle by more than 20 of our foremost American critics. I love this bag! I knew when I picked it out it was going to be a good one. I knew it. This makes me so happy. Okay, next. Taking Root, Jewish Immigrants in America. So it says, what was it like to pull up roots in your native village and make a home in a strange new land? What kind of people did it? What was it like for the millions of Jews, including the author's parents, who came to the United States between the 1880s and the 1920s? They came to Castle Garden, later to Ellis Island, and then to a city of pushcarts and peddlers, of radicals and organizers, of tenements and sweatshops, of dreams and despair, and inevitably to the gulf between parents and children living in two different worlds. Drawing from first-hand sources, memoirs, letters, diaries, poems, songs, newspaper accounts, Milton Meltzer describes the delights and disappointments, the ambitions and fears, the labors and illusions of the immigrant generation who are the ancestors of most of today's American Jews. Next. Okay, so this one's called The Apprenticeship of Duddy Kravitz. No idea, but the back says, some kid, some operator. Growing up on St. Urbain Street in the heart of the Jewish ghetto of Montreal, Duddy Kravitz is obsessed by his grandfather's saying, a man without land is nothing. Unscrupulous and inventive, ruthless and untried, Duddy is one of the most magnetic anti-heroes in Canadian fiction. His relentless pursuit of property is Mordecai Richler's beloved comedy about the coming of age of a cynical dreamer. The Apprenticeship of Duddy Kravitz was made into a critically acclaimed motion picture in 1974. Interesting. The most influential writer of his generation. The next book is The Code of the Woosters. Is that how I pronounce that? In this absolutely supreme example of Wodehouse genius, Bertie became involved in an imbroglio that tested the Wooster soul as it had seldom been tested before. Only the resources of the inimitable Jeeves saved him from the worst consequences of the sinister affair of the 18th century cow creamer and the small brown leather-covered notebook. What? What is this about? I have no idea, but I love it. Next, Smiley's People, the ultimate espionage novel. I don't think I've ever read a spy novel. I have read, what's that Raymond Chandler book? Oh my gosh, but it's not a spy novel. It's like a detective. No, that's a detective story. The Big Sleep? Yeah, it was called The Big Sleep by Raymond Chandler. I did read that one, although that's like a crime, like detective novel. And I think this is a different vibe, like a spy novel. Love that. We love that for me. Next book is, ooh, this is thick. This is a thick one. I love the cover. Let me just say that. This one is called Angelique and the Demon. That's what's going on there. Now blissfully reunited with her husband, Geoffrey de Peyrac, a mistress of the settlement of Goldsboro, Canada, Angelique feels at peace at last. But when Joffrey leaves on a mission, Angelique becomes prey to evil forces and unknown strangers, a demon intent on the destruction of her life and her love. Unwilling hostess to the strange but beautiful Duchess de Mardreburg, I'm terrible at pronouncing things, Angelique combats poison, intrigue, and death, finally to grapple with the unmasked demon face to face. This is a long book, so you know it's good. Next book. This one is The Microcolony by Gordon Williams. They were mankind's last hope. A handful of micronauts, human volunteers cloned to a fraction of their size, who survived the end of civilization, creating their own microsociety, the colony. But ambition and the struggle for power turns the idyllic community into a dictatorship, forcing a small group to flee and to take their chances in the beyond. Sounds so cool. Stalked by deadly beasts, unable to make it in a world they no longer belong to, they fight all odds to regain their freedom. One daring man and a frail young woman who holds the key to the future of mankind lead the group beyond the colony into a world where every step could be their last. That sounds cool. Look at that. Okay, two more. Strike from the Sky by Alexander McKee, the Battle of Britain story. Okay. So this one says, the story of Britain's finest hour. The story of men, British and German, who fought in the skies a battle without precedent. Alexander McKee was a distinguished reporter of the Battle of Britain, and he has since traveled over 10,000 miles in Britain and the continent to obtain first-hand accounts from RAF air marshals and Luftwaffe generals, from bomber crews and fighter pilots, and from civilians caught in the hard-hit target areas. Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few. Okay. I feel like we have a good mix here of books for sure. The last one is a small book. So this one is called The Magician's Nephew, and it's book 6 in the Chronicles of Narnia. Sweet. Oh, I love that. Oh, this has inspired me to get all the Chronicles of Narnia books. I feel like I only ever read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe when I was a kid. Oh, and look at the little artwork inside. So cute. How Aslan created Narnia and gave the gift of speech to its animals. Oh, I love that. Okay, for $10, pretty good haul, okay? And the fact that it was gifted to me, these are all free. And they're all kind of weird, but also like amazing. And I'm so happy. I want to read this. I'm not gonna lie. I want to read this. Okay, so that's that. I feel like that's gonna be like 25 minutes of just showing you books. I'll try to cut it down to something reasonable. So yeah, that's my little book haul. I'm very grateful, very excited to put all these books, like find a place for them on my shelves. I just love books so much. Like I love them just for like what they are. Books are so cool, especially old weird books. Like what? I love it. So yeah, I'll put those on my shelf eventually. I haven't done a like apartment tour. Let me know if you want an apartment tour. As you can probably tell, I'm still very much in the like getting settled and unpacking and stuff phase of my move. Either way, you're gonna get a little something because that's gonna be a big part of the next couple months is just trying to settle in here and make a little cozy home. Anyway, as far as Ben, the work that I got done over the last 2 days, I set up my draft 5 Scrivener file. So I've mostly moved everything over. Like I have all the chapters ready to go. I brought all my character profiles over. I haven't updated them or anything, so I do need to tweak those. I just need to finish bringing over the rest of the stuff, like all my notes, my timeline. I brought over all the like World of Story stuff, which isn't changing. I'll look through it, but I don't think I need to tweak anything. So my original goal was to start draft 5 today, but obviously I just, I haven't really had enough time to do my prep work. So I will be taking the next day or two to just finish up my prep work. Again, I don't think it's going to take very long. I'm going to go through all of my editor feedback notes as well as all of my notes that I made in the manuscript, and I'm just going to make a sort of like to-do list of things that I need to do for this next draft, which is mostly ironing out the developmental stuff. So it's going to be the last of the major developmental changes, which isn't like a huge amount of stuff. It's mostly like tweaking. Like there are like, I think there's at least 1 or 2 scenes that I think I need to add in, like to write. There's some changes that I need to make, but a lot of it is like just kind of tweaking things and maybe like adding a few lines of dialogue or just spending a little bit more time on the page with like inner thoughts and stuff for my main character, things like that. So that's gonna be the bulk of this draft, and so I do want to make my little to-do list for that, and then I think I'm just gonna get right into it. I'll also obviously I'll be tweaking any character profiles, and I have to update my timeline, my outline, but I think I can do that over the next 2 or 3 days, and then I will be getting into draft 5, and I'm honestly so looking forward to that, especially after like not being able to give as much time and energy to this project as I want to because of work. I'm just so happy to be like coming back home to this project and YouTube as well, like just all the things that I love, my creative life. Coming back home to that has been feeling so good. Even though I'm still very tired, I'm still feeling very rough. But I'm really excited to kind of just reset. I really am looking forward to resting first and foremost, resting, but also just kind of getting comfortable, getting into like a new routine, like figuring things out, journaling. I need to do a lot of journaling. I'm really looking forward to this like next phase of my life. I feel like I'm coming out of like a really rough time. I really just want to get back to me. Like I really want to get back to myself and the things that I love. Yeah, that's what's going on. I feel like this vlog might be getting a little bit long, so I think I'm gonna end it here. I do still need to film my update video. I don't know if I'll be getting to that today. I'm just so exhausted. I'm so tired, so I don't know that I'll do that today, but I gotta film that and get that out before this video. I'm gonna try to get back into the swing of things with YouTube and be fairly consistent. I'd love to post at least once a week going forward, and I'm so happy about that. Like I can't wait. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and like for bearing with me while I kind of get back into the swing of vlogging. It really is grounding for me. I guess it's kind of like journaling in a way. It's like documenting my life, and there's something so grounding about that, and I love it so much. I'm so grateful that I have this channel and this space and this community. It makes me so happy. So thank you for being here. I promise I'll get a little bit better at the vlogging, and yeah, I'm just excited. I'm excited to be here again and to be documenting my life and to be connecting with this community again. So yeah, let me know how you're doing. Let me know how your reading is going, how your writing is going. I'm not exactly sure when this video is gonna go up, but let me know how your July is going so far. Let me know how your writing projects are going, all of that stuff. Let me know all the things. Thank you so much for watching, and if you got to the end of this video, comment down below, stay gold, because you are golden. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.